Hey, good morning. This is Edward, your favorite homeboy, and today we're going a little bit of a different direction. We're in Maryland instead of the Shenandoah Mountains because we have to pick up my daughter's iPad that she left at my sister's house, so we might as well just hike near her place. So where are we? We are at a place called Clopper Lake here in Germantown, Gaithersburg area. And it's a really cool place because you can actually hike and bike around the lake. It's kind of like the Maryland equivalent of Burke Lake. So to get here, it took us probably about 45 minutes from Northern Virginia. We just went up 495 to 270. When you get to the park, it's closed, at least on a Sunday morning it is. And so we parked on the side of the road. And it takes probably about 15 minutes to walk into the park. Now it's actually a pretty good thing because it looks like it charges per person. Out-of-state residence is $5 and in-state residence is $3 per person, not per car. So I don't know if you're able to even do that when it's open to avoid paying the fee, but that's definitely one advantage of Burke Lake is that it's completely free. So just a bit of a comparison, this trail is about 3.2 miles. Burke Lake is about 4-point-something miles. This one takes about an hour and a half to walk all the way around it, and the one in Virginia on Burke Lake takes about 2 hours. So just for a point of comparison there. So these around the lake hike and bike trails are really cool because you get awesome views all around it. So when you pull up, you park, 15 minutes you're walking, it splits, veer right, and then you'll see a sign for the boat area and veer left, of course, towards the lake. And then you'll also walk by a playground, really big playground, looks really fun. And then you'll also see some bathrooms on the left, so you can use the bathroom before you go hiking. And then you start your hike. So let me give you a view of the lake, and then we'll start hiking and give you kind of a summary of the scenery that you'll see here. It's really beautiful. Okay, so here I am at the edge of the lake, and as I was talking, it's just a few minutes from the bathroom, the playground area, but what you'll notice is just really beautiful out here, really quiet on a Sunday morning. This is the lake money shot that you get as you're walking an entire trail. So it's really pretty. So I can't wait to show you the rest of the trail. You guys ready?
We're ready.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go, starting the Lakeshore Trail. You can bike this trail. Bikes are allowed, you just gotta watch out for these little steps here. But this trail is rated as easy. For hiking, that is. For biking, probably about the same. It's pretty wide. The elevation change is a little bit more than the Burke Lake Trail. Mountain bikers right here. You could probably mountain bike this trail in 45 minutes. It's a really fun trail to hike and bike. Look at that. Peaceful. Until the YouTube vlogger shows up. You would think that the blue marks are a little unnecessary since it's a loop, but you are able to add an hour to your hike because there's an offshoot on the north side to add another hour to your hike. And also there's another trail to the southwest side of the hike. It's about an hour and a half, just as long, and it just kind of touches the lake before you turn around. So unlike Burke Lake, you do have some flexibility to make this a little bit longer to make it about as long as Burke Lake. So it's pretty cool. Some offshoots and variations to the trail. But like we learned from the trail in the video on Stony Man, see that up here? Sometimes offshoots can get you lost. Sure have been lost on a hike before. Talk to me about your horror story in the comments below. Love to hear it. Definitely had my fair share of being lost on a hike with the family and hitchhiking back. Only happened once. Where are we at, babe?
Looks like we're at the boat launch station.
Boat launch station.
And you can do a little fishing and observation over there on that dock.
No swimming, but you are able to fish and observe. Temperature is great, right? What is it about? High 50s?
Mid 50s.
Mid 50s. Slight breeze. We're gonna do a Chloe launch for the channel. All right, if you want Chloe to do a Chloe launch, give us 50 subscribers added to this video. We'll do a Chloe launch. Well, that says Lakeshore Trail. So I think we just kind of took a little shortcut through that parking lot. And then it probably dumps you out right there, which you would then take, just kind of follow around the lake. My opinion is it's worth the extra 15 minutes of walk if you can avoid paying $3 or $5 per person.
Oh yeah.
Save the money and get the exercise. You're here for it anyways, you know what I'm saying? Man, look at that. Beautiful. Just walking along the lake. Can't beat it. Looks like this is a newer route. They did a little bit of a bypass a couple hundred feet back, and so you saw a sign that said new route. I guess they did that because they turned that other route into some picnic area or something. One thing I do notice about this trail is definitely more elevation than Burke Trail, so the numbers prove correct. When it says there's more elevation gain, you can definitely feel it and see it. And it makes it quite interesting, more of an interesting hike to go up and down versus relatively flat, which is Burke Lake. It's good to compare these two because they're very similar type hikes. I like this one. I like the elevation change. For mountain biking, probably a little bit more difficult, especially if you have little kids, you know, climbing up the elevation and, you know, having to navigate around the logs and the big old roots. For hiking, I'd say it's about the same, just because what it lacks in distance, it makes up for a little bit more elevation. But as you can see, view spectacular. See water all the time. So when we talk about hikes, you know, we talk about getting a payoff at the end. I mean, to me, that's one of the things that makes a great hike is you work hard and you get this payoff. Just walking through the woods for me is not enough. I can do that anywhere. So this one, when you're walking around the lake, you know, that's your payoff. Your payoff is the whole way as you're walking, which is really cool. And, you know, instead of a waterfall or awesome view at the end, you got the lake. To me, that checks a box for a payoff. Accessibility is another key thing for rating hikes. How easy is it to get to? Do you have to drive 5 hours for a 1 hour hike? Man, this is really, really accessible. It's like right there between Germantown and Gaithersburg, Maryland. I mean, Montgomery County, you can't get more accessible than that. You know, it usually takes us an hour and a half to go to Shenandoah, but, you know, for this hike, 45 minutes. Yeah, it's not the Shenandoah Mountains, but I think it's very comparable as far as nice scenery and still getting what you need out of that hike, which is just a little bit of alone time, time with nature, spending time with God, spending time with family. So accessibility definitely a plus for this hike. Here we are coming up on a bridge, and you know, everything's well marked. And there's not like poison ivy growing on the trails. It's been well trafficked enough that you don't have that issue. And nice bridge. They're not making you climb on a log and do a circus act. Cool little wet weather creek right here on the side. Hi, Crane. There we go, first obstacle course. We are 40 minutes into the hike. So we're about halfway through, and when you're about halfway through, you'll see this feature here for your monkey children. So you go as high up as you want until you know you can't afford your broken bone bill.
Hang on to that little branch, though.
At about 45 minutes in, you'll see this offshoot, little intersection here. That looks like it goes to like a neighborhoody area. You see the blue marks here, the trail leads up. And I'm not sure what is over here, but you can kind of stay closer to the lake on this path. So we're gonna take the trail going up, follow the blue marks. So after you take that uphill trail, you start heading back towards the lake. You can see here towards Clopper Lake. We kind of walked away from it just a tad. You can still kind of see it in the distance, but now we're kind of walking back towards it. So Clopper Lake, again, is right in Montgomery County. And we do manage rentals in this area. Mars Hill Realty, we do buying, selling, and we specialize in property management. So if you're looking for a home to invest in, or if you are looking for a place to rent, to buy as an investment, or have an investment home that you need help managing, or all of the above, let us know. Mars Hill Realty, we're located here in the Northern Virginia area, and we're licensed in DC, Maryland, Northern Virginia. Texas too, of course, but this hike is a bit far for Texas. So it looks like we got a little bit of a tricky trip going on here. If you're riding a bike, this is the place that you dismount or potentially fall. Hope I don't fall on camera. Oh, that might be the path that went on the bottom. Remember, you could have gone on the bottom, or you could have gone on top. It looks like that might be where it reconnects. All right. Anyways, comment below. Let us know if there's something specific you want us to review or cover on our next hike. And then Let me know what you think of the review, how we can make these better and more informative for you, more educational. But we love hiking, so doing these reviews are just a natural extension of how we can incorporate hikes into our real estate channel to show you all the different hikes that are accessible to the places you want to live, places you want to buy for investment. Again, these amenities, being close to your neighborhood, being close to your home, not just grocery stores, but being close to these hikes and trails, that's just as important when you're considering where to buy and how well that place is going to do for appreciation too. Hey, check it out. There's another neighborhood that backs to the park or the hike. So again, if you like this hike and you want to live close to it and walk to it, there's a neighborhood there called, I think, Great Riding. Give me a call. I'll hook you up. I'm your homeboy.